let's talk a little. You mentioned the battle scars and the prospect and the process. Looking back on it, obviously there was a settlement that you're not allowed to disclose what the settlement was. So that implicit in that is that it's some kind of admission by Clemens that he did something wrong. We know that he was found not guilty of the perjury and making the false statements. To me, that was a little unusual because obviously it was in the Mitchell report that he did it. He didn't sue Mitchell. The evidence seemed plain to me. But what do you look back on that process and the battle scars, and what do you take away from it? Do you have regrets about the process? Is there something wrong with the process? Where do you think it went wrong in a sense? I mean, you did get the settlement, so ultimately there was some retribution, but I'm not sure you thought it was completely fair in the end.
That sums up a great bunch of questions, which is probably what a lot of people want to ask me, but I don't have the time, or I don't know. But that's what probably is in a lot of your listeners' minds about that situation. The battle scars were basically what that era, that steroid era, and my experience and my involvement had it done to so many people with the government. What the government had done. The government took charge of a private entity. Clemens was guilty. He was guilty before I even took the stand of 3 charges. So I don't even know why we did that whole dog and pony show there. I didn't know why we did the Congress thing when I never got an opportunity not to testify. I had no choice. They didn't give me any choices. So he had a choice not to do it because, of course, they had enough information in their depositions that they were going to find them guilty and press charge or seek a grand jury on it. That was obvious. The whole 5 hours up there, was nonsense. And, I don't even know how to, it's like, it was the fastest 5 hours I ever spent, because it was, once it started, it was over. And I'm like, did that just really happen? Because I didn't learn a thing. I don't think anything was valid.